Ecstatic Bliss. Secrets to living a juicy life. Namaste and welcome to today's episode here at Ecstatic Bliss about the topic of living your soul purpose. I would like, as always, give you some inspiration, some food for thought, so to say, because as you may have noticed if you've been watching or listening to other episodes, that I'm really away from, usually, I think in 2 episodes I have a step-by-step guide kind of, but away from this concept-based things of step 1, 2, 3, this is the way how you do it or how you find something, towards what flows through me in this very moment about a topic and mixed with my own experiences and viewpoints. And if you've clicked this video, you may have already digged into that topic of what is actually my soul purpose? What am I here to do or be? And that is actually already one question, if it's a doing or a being, because I am really I can say a fan of embodiment, of being, of radiating something. So for me, a soul purpose is actually not what you do, but what you are and what you vibrate in, what you radiate, what others can feel when they are in your presence, and what you embody, which is usually a little bit more subtle, like values you embody or core beliefs you embody, than what you actually do or where you do it, with whom you do it. Because I feel a lot of people automatically connect soul purpose with what they do to earn money, so your job. And yes, it is a beautiful thing if that matches 100%, and if you can say, oh, what I do actually is my soul purpose or is part of my soul purpose. And the more we step into higher consciousness, I'm also very firmly believing that more and more people will align what they do with what they are, and actually what you are becomes your doing. So soul purpose businesses are growing and growing. We all know that. And maybe you already have also one, or are about to start one, or fostering one. Anyways, still, I would suggest, wherever you are on that journey of discovering your soul purpose, to separate it, to really see more beneath your job what you earn money from. Because essentially, actually, if we unlayer it, we came here to experience. That's our all topmost soul purpose, we can say. Our soul wanted to experience life, what it is to feel alive. That is the deepest layer of soul purpose. So you can also see soul purpose as an onion of layers. So you don't have just one soul purpose, if you see it from that perspective of layering, but you have multiple soul purposes. Maybe you feel more drawn to one, or you live through them in phases of your life, or even with whatever age you are in, or in which country you are in, because each country vibrates in another frequency. So your energy will express in different energies, also depending where you are. And with your experiences, obviously, with your consciousness. So the very deepest level of soul purpose, I feel, is of pure existence, of pure being. And sometimes we forget that. We are like, what can I do? How can I grow, expand, do this and more? And, we sometimes forget that our soul actually, from a very, very basic soul level, just wanted to experience itself in a specific flavor, yes, but experience is your soul purpose if you get down to the roots. And on top of that, we have all flavors, like I even already mentioned, of expressing that existence. Because Source wants to experience itself through us in different bodies and different lives, because when it multiplies it, obviously it can experience much more than just with a single person here on earth. And these flavors are in a way also connected with your energetic composition, like your energetic composition, what you, for example, can see through your astrological signs, like your birth chart or human design, gene key. So these three concepts, that's also why I use them always to really see how someone energetically composed before going into deeper layers of identity shifting and truth embodiment. And then you actually see above the pure expression and beingness lies a layer of an individual expression, an individual expression of soul frequency, of source. And that can, on the layer after that, show, for example, very practically in living for a specific moral or ethic, or I don't even know how to put it. Maybe you are living in service to truth. Maybe you're living in service to beauty, to art, to love. Like having a specific term almost, what you have as a headline, as a title of your book here on earth. And all your experiences also circulate around it, because usually what we experience and what we oftentimes also what we struggle with and what we master to overcome becomes part of our purpose. It's in a way imprinted somehow that when we struggle with something and we have found a way through it to heal from it and ascend in that sense, that we want to give it out to the world and show, hey, has worked for me, and maybe you have the same issue, the same challenge, and maybe what I did to overcome it will help you too. So this is always connected in a way, or your experiences and challenges are interconnected with your purpose, because once your healing happens, your purpose starts in serving. So service to not only yourself, but to humanity is part of purpose, of Dharma. And Dharma, actually, this term, I feel, is even deeper than soul purpose. Sometimes it's really synonym, cinnamon. You know what I mean. The same word is used. I mean, Dharma and soul purpose is used for the same idea. But I feel Dharma is even going deeper into how you live a life in alignment with your soul, with truth, with your ethics and moral, with your values. Some say it's the right way of living your life, your existence, and expressing it and sharing it with the world. And so we have these layers, coming back to that, layer of existence, pure existence without doing. Then layer of your individual expression of existence is also no doing. And then comes the layer actually where it comes into the more doing part, whilst integrating the beingness. I hope you can follow me. So it's in a way you try to merge your individual expression, what you are or what you vibrate in, your core frequency, with what you share and do and help others. It becomes a service to your own truth to serve for the others. Because once you are aligned with your own truth, with soul alignment, I have also episodes about this. If you are interested in that, watch that or listen to it. Then you become a pure channel for the divine. It's as if it's like, oh yes, there's someone awake, and I can use, in brackets, I can use that human vessel to spread the message. Because you will realize maybe at first you transition to, oh, I feel I have this purpose. And the more you align actually with your essence and truth, you feel like this is not really my purpose. It was maybe a phase I needed to experiences to explore that, to actually come through that deeper truth, that Dharma. That's my cat, by the way, if you hear any sounds, like scratching on the tree, is that brings me out of the concept, my cat. So in a way, after, I think you get actually the message of connecting your beingness with your doing. So after you've maybe transitioned through the doing, because this is taught by, here she is, because this is marked by oftentimes conditioning in society. So we are taught, okay, you have to do this, and this is a good purpose. This is bringing you a lot of money or whatever promises, that you first maybe are conditioned actually to feel, to do a purpose that is not truly your purpose. That is at least not your Dharma, like the deep down Dharma, what you came for. And for me personally, actually, this topic of soul purpose, of Dharma, had a lot of different flavors during my life. And when I looked back, because reflecting our journey actually helps a lot, what's deep, 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 deep down below that, and also deciphering my astrological chart, my human design, my gene keys over and over again, I'm still finding new things, new aha moments. So if you feel you want to dig in deeper, then you're more than welcome to book an astrology reading or a sense digging, where I combine actually all three of those concepts. That everything in my life circulates around the topic of love, of wisdom, and of art. So love, wisdom, and art are kind of like, even then, my value, my core values, my maybe even top priorities of life. So if you make a list of your, it's more mind-based, but maybe it helps to make a list of your values and then put them in a order to find your top 3 values. That's most probably connected with why you are here. What is your soul purpose? And soul purpose, again and again, has both aspects of beingness, of pure existence. You have a purpose just being here, just being you. And on the other hand, of doing something or radiating something, indirectly doing actually, to be in service of humanity, and on a higher level to be in service of the divine. To become that channel, I've talked about that multiple times actually, to become a pure channel of love and light. Yes, it's really true. And I feel even like this purpose of being love and embodying love, it's in a way also for all of us a purpose. So if you're struggling with finding your soul purpose, or you feel like chaotic in feeling, oh, one time it's this and one time it's this, don't worry about it. Actually, it's also not really that important. It's more important that you know what you stand for. What are your values? What are your beliefs? What do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? And what do you want to bring into the world? What is your legacy, so to say, to share with others? And maybe it's exactly what I said, that you went through a challenging time and you found ways, because then you probably are an expert if you research into a topic, to overcome a pain, a suffering, a health problem, whatever. that you then become an expert, a master in that field, and then obviously you can help others in the same problem or challenge. Yes? And the disconnection of earning money from it also, I feel, is very, very important, because sometimes when we think in that dimension of earning money, of this physical 3D world, we become under pressure sometimes. We put ourselves under pressure. I know that too, like from sharing my gifts and my wisdom. Sometimes in the past, I felt under pressure to really make money out of it, to make my living. And once I dropped that thought, actually, it felt for me so much more light and so much more relieved inside. So I invite you really to drop that thought of my sole purpose has to be what I do, what I earn money from. Because actually also that sometimes even kills, at least sometimes it diminishes really the joy of doing it, of sharing your gifts, of sharing whatever you feel. This is coming from my heart, from my soul, and that helps others because it helped me. Yes? So this was for today what I wanted to share, especially again, just yes, a reminder to think in terms of layers. Your purpose has layers. It is an interconnection of your pure existence of being and of your service to yourself and others, which is the doing part, and also to disconnect purpose with job, to disconnect purpose from having to earn money with it. Because you can go out there in the shop and just by your energy shift someone else's life, or by your conversation, by one sentence, by one smile. And maybe that's your purpose. Yes? So much love and bliss for you, and see you next time.